So following watching and listening to this, you might want to look into learning the IPA for yourself. Now most people, when faced with the phonetic chart, kind of get the heebie-jeebies and think that maybe you need an MA in linguistics to understand it. But actually it's the very basic one, which I'm showing you here, is not very complicated. There are only 44 sounds in English, and I think the best place to start if you want to learn it is with the sounds that you already know. It doesn't take very long to learn, and if you always bear in mind that two words that have the same spelling can have different pronunciations, and you keep repeating the words in your head as you actually say them, you can see quite clearly how the system works. But as I say, let's start with the vowel sounds. Now vowels are typically split into two sections. We have long vowels and short vowel sounds. For clear examples of the long vowel sounds, just consider the capital letters that we use for vowels: A, E, I, O, U. And there you have your first 5 long vowel sounds. Okay, so crucial to understanding how the IPA works, I'm now going to give you 4 examples of 4 completely different spellings for each of the 4 long vowel sounds next to me. Okay, so here we have A, say, gate, rain, grey. Okay, so with those 4 you can see that there are 4 completely different spellings, but if you say it out loud it's the same pronunciation. Okay, so let's see the next one: E, see, me, happy. Alright, once again 4 completely different spellings for exactly the same sound, and the 2 top ones are exactly the same pronunciation with 2 different meanings. The next one is I, so we've got Y, die, mile, sigh. Okay, and the next one: O, go, toe, home, low. And the last one, which has 3 symbols because it's got a y sound as well, it's got a vowel sound at the beginning, which is indicated by the J shape in the symbols: U, tube, uniform. So look over those examples again and say them out loud or say them in your head, and you will see that each phonetic sound is exactly the same. And C and C is a perfect example of why we need the IPA, because these 2 words are said exactly the same but have 2 completely different meanings because of the spelling. Okay, and they are of course called homonyms, and there's lots and lots of examples of those throughout English. But in all the other examples you can see there are many different spellings for exactly the same phonetic sound, which is symbolized initially by the capital letters in our alphabet: A, E, I, O, U. Now we move to the short vowel sounds, and these are commonly used in primary schools and infant schools to teach people how to write initially, not following any of the crazy spelling patterns that we've got, but just to sound things out. And in all 3-letter words that have consonant, vowel, consonant pattern, this system is perfect, in fact. Okay, and we always say them the same. So this time let's have a look. I've written the actual alphabet in small letters because this is how we learn it in school, using natural phonics. So it goes like this: A, E, I, O, U. Now at this point it's worth pointing out that in different accents these change completely. Okay, so that was my Northern English accent, okay, which mightn't be the same as the one that you use, and the first one is often said as a bit longer vowel sound in many different accents, okay? And certainly in American English, the first one, ah, is often different. Now, as I say, we teach children using this system, and we will say things like k, a, t, cat, okay? So we're saying all of the short vowels, the short phonetic sounds separately, and then putting them all together to make the word. And this is how we build our literacy skills when we're a very small child. And it's widely used throughout the national curriculum. And actually, to a certain age, spelling problems are overlooked, just to make sure that children are putting pen to paper and writing simple words like this. So in very simple terms, words like cat, bat, bad, etc. What you see is what you say. And if only all of English were like this. However, as is always the case with an English teacher, now I'm going to break that rule and I'm going to show you this word. And this shows you why, for people who are learning the language, the IPA can be essential. There are a few consonant, vowel, consonant, three-letter words that don't follow this rule. Consider this one. W-A-S. W, O, Z. Okay, was is how we say this. So when you consider that, that's not the a from cat. No. So if you look at the short vowel sounds above, and you can tell me which one it is, and you can guess which one that it is, then you're getting it. And of course, you would have guessed that it's the O sound. Okay? So the A sound does not always say a, and in this three-letter word it says o, was. And this also occurs in WH-80, what. And we're actually saying a sound that is usually written as an O spelling. So if you guessed that the pronunciation in the word was actually the symbol underneath the O sound, then by George, you've got it. And this is how you need to view the IPA chart. IPA charts usually give example words for each vowel and consonant sound. Do try and use the more simple IPA charts with just the 44 symbols on them. Some of them are extremely complicated, and you do need a degree in linguistics to understand them. You can find a very simple version on the website under the IPA tab.